This has been a secret project we've been working on for a long time. Not really. Maybe. It's classified.
You know the problem with Hollywood is? They make shit. Unbelievable, unremarkable shit. Now, I'm not some grungy wannabe filmmaker that's searching for existentialism through a haze of bong smoke or something. No, it's easy to pick apart bad acting, short-sighted directing, and a purely moronic stringing together of words that many of the studios term as prose. No, I'm talking about the lack of realism. Realism. Not a pervasive element in today's modern American cinematic vision.
Perhaps, if you had shared your plans.
You wish to know my plans now, do you? Did you imagine, Miss Adler, that something would happen to you? Is that why you chose to meet here in a public place?
Take Dog Day Afternoon, for example. Arguably Pacino's best work, short of Scarface and Godfather Part 1, of course. Masterpiece of directing, easily Lumet's best.
This is Detective Sergeant Eugene Moretti, asshole. We got you completely by the balls. You don't believe me? I'm looking you right in the eye. Right now I can
Acting, the screenplay, all top-notch, but they didn't push the envelope. Now, what if in Dog Day, Sonny wanted to get away with it, really wanted to get away with it? What if, now this is the tricky part, what if he started killing hostages right away? No mercy, no quarter. Meet our demands are the pretty blonde and the bell-bottoms gets it in the back of the head, bam, splat. What, still no bus? Come on. How many innocent victims splattered across a window would it take to have the city reverse its policy on hostage situations? And this is 1976. There's no CNN. There's no CNBC. There's no internet. Now, fast forward to today, present time, same situation. How quickly would the modern media make a frenzy over this? In a matter of hours, it would be the biggest story from Boston to Budapest. 10 hostages die. 20, 30. Relentless, bam, bim, one after another. All caught in high def, computer enhanced, color corrected, can practically taste the brain matter. All for what? A bus, a plane? A couple of $1 million that's federally insured? I don't think so, but just a thought. I mean, it's not within the realm of conventional cinema, but what if?
And there's been so much speculation. Everybody's on edge.
Yeah, and like you said, an agonizing wait.
So what could have caused the plane to disappear? According to Malaysia Airlines CEO, so far it doesn't look like it was bad weather.
As to who will investigate this, the rules are really very simple.
Sometimes anger and certainly confusion, and a lot of emerging doubt about what exactly happened on this aircraft.
Richard, I understand you met the co-pilot of this plane, Fareed Hamid, and actually sat in the cockpit of a similar aircraft just a few days ago. Can you tell us about that?
Have you ever heard of Harry Houdini? Well, he wasn't like today's magicians who are only interested in television ratings. He was an artist. He could make an elephant disappear in the middle of a theater filled with people. And do you know how he did that? Misdirection.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Misdirection. What the eyes see and the ears hear, the mind believes.
on board the aircraft. We have reason to believe that the captain was also on the one who was in the left seat is also involved in the flight that we're talking about tonight. Now, it's worth pointing out, and I'm just going to give a bit of background to this filming. This filming was well and truly within the ambit of authorized. It had been Malaysian Airlines. There was a safety check captain on board the aircraft as well. So all the correct, anyone who's saying what was going on here, all the correct parameters that allow for in-cockpit filming were being followed in this particular incident. The first...
So that could also be a coincidence.
You're a detective now, son. You're not allowed to believe in coincidence anymore.
You asked who those men were. I'm going to tell you. J. Edgar Hoover started a secret organization in the 1950s called Black Cell. This was to protect the freedoms of this country at all costs.
I don't care about any of this. All I care about is my daughter.
I'm talking about your daughter. I'm talking about you and your daughter and 200 million other Americans who take their freedoms for granted.
I see.
You don't understand what it takes to protect those freedoms. That's my job, Stanley. To protect your way of life.
So you and your band of lunatics are really stealing all this money just to protect little old me?
That's right, Stanley. Because wars cost money.
Are the U.S. and Russia headed for what could be a new Cold War?
Hello, I'm Wolf Blitzer in the CNN newsroom. We want to welcome our viewers in the United States and around the world. We're tracking breaking news out of Russia and Ukraine this hour. Let's get right to it. We're following the developments. That's General Clapper, the head of the National Intelligence, the Chief of National Intelligence.
See SUV there. That appears to be Secretary Hagel.
Yeah, that's Chuck Hagel. That's Chuck Hagel getting into the other one. That.
Green light to send troops into Ukraine's Crimea region. We've got live pictures of Russia's parliament. Lawmakers unanimously approved Mr. Putin's request for troops just a short time ago.
Ukraine says thousands of Russian troops have already moved into Crimea. It wants them out. There's also this.
Through over, you can see how the Russian ships, okay, as we pull out there a little bit, if you go down, there's a red line that shows how the Russian ships can get all the way around through into the Mediterranean and through to Syria. So one would argue that it's important to the U.S. in terms of the sphere of influence there in that region, but additionally, you've also got the natural gas issue, which is the...
Hey! You better find yourself someplace to hide and keep praying nobody ever finds you.
Try these on.
Look, you crazy mother.
Put these on.
Hey! Stay away from me.
I'm telling you, you've done something.